All right, let's take a look at some replacements that are going to be needed defensively for the Cleveland Browns because they released Christian, or they're not going after Christian-Kirksey and apparently not Joe-Schobert. So Jamie Collins, an old friend, he's 30 years old. He's still available. Went from the Patriots to the Browns, back to the Patriots. 7 NFL seasons, career high of 5 fumbles forced with the Patriots in 2015. Made the Pro Bowl that year. Made $900K in 2019. Jamie Collins do anything for you?
Well, I really would have to see what he wants. It seems to me that he made so little last year comparatively that he's going to want a much better contract this time around. I thought he was one of the more talented guys and one of the more underachieving players I've seen in a few years.
But he must have done something right because Belichick took him back.
Yeah, well, he took $900,000 to play football. That helped.
That's also true. Devonte Campbell, 26 years old, 4 NFL seasons with the Falcons, 129 tackles, couple of sacks, 2 INTs in 2019. They are all career highs. Made $2 million in 2019. He's an intriguing guy based on his age of 26.
Yeah, the thing about having replacements like Matt Wilson and Sione Takitaki, you can say, well, look, the organization did good work. They've got these guys that can step right in. But the fact is, you don't want those guys as your starters this year if the idea is making the playoffs. They've become awful young at that position and also at safety over the offseason. They've got a lot of work to do to fill those.
What are you saying? They were okay as
No, I think they're
guys coming off the bench.
I think they're good young players. Yeah. But my concern, look, when you look at both Schobert and Kirksey and the circumstances that led to Schobert testing the market and Kirksey, not agreeing to a restructured contract, both of those things make sense from the Browns' standpoint. I get it. Linebacker isn't that coveted a position anymore. You don't want to pay a guy like Schobert what he's going to command probably from some other team. And certainly you want Kirksey at a lot less than what you paid him last year when he was injured and only played a couple of games.
Yeah.
But you're also leaving go 2 guys that are the kind of veteran players now that you want in the locker room and on the field.
And from an analytics point of view.
Yeah, we've seen this before from this organization, where they allow these guys to go thinking, oh, well, financially it doesn't make that much sense. Then they go out in the free agent market and they have to overpay for somebody else that might not be as much of a team player as the guys they let go.
I've never understood the fact that you have a guy and you say, well, if I get him for your own guy, if I keep him for the right price, it's a good deal for us. Either you want him or you don't want him. And all I think you do is if you lowball him, that there's problems in the locker room. The guy's never going to be satisfied, and I think that's understandable. He would take less money to play somewhere else as opposed to taking less money for a place that he was established in already.
Yeah, and I don't know if you have heard anything more about the Kirksey thing. All we know is they were trying to restructure his contract, and I don't blame him for that. Do you? I mean, he's come off 2 injury-filled seasons.
Yeah, but again, you've gotten by that by deciding you want him. If you're going to offer him something, you've already told everybody that the injuries don't matter at this point. I mean, he's either going to be healthy or he's not going to be healthy. Either they want him or they don't want him, and lowballing him shouldn't be the answer to this riddle.
Well, what would you do for a guy who played 2 games last year?
Well, I probably
would you keep him at the salary that he was going to make?
No, I probably would let him go.
Yeah, that's what I think the decision was, and he probably thinks that he can do better than what they were offering him on the free agent market, and he may find out that that's not true.
Right, nick-vigil.
Because of the position he plays, and also because of the injuries that he's had.
Nick-Vigil has played with the Cincinnati Bengals in his 4 NFL seasons. Last year, 111 tackles, 1 sack, 1 INT, and a fumble for recovery, and 295 tackles in 54 career games. He made $2 million in 2019. That seems to be the dollar figure they'd be looking at, right?
Yeah, I think somewhere in that market. I would be kidding you if I told you that I spent any time watching Bengals football last year other than 2 games that they played the Browns.
Yeah, that's for sure. Jon-Bostic 7 NFL seasons. He's played with the Bears early on, then the Patriots, the Lions, the Colts, the Steelers, and the Redskins last year. So obviously he can't hold a job, Bud.
Boy, talk about one and done, huh?
Wow. Well,
he
one and done at each.
He only stays at these places 1 year, and that would worry me a little there.
And in 2016, he missed the season with a leg injury. He had 105 tackles in 2019, 1 INT and 1 sack, and he defended 2 passes, and he made $1.8 million in 2019. I think the injury and the fact that, if guys go to that many teams, there's something. It can't be just one team's fault. If you got 6 or 7 teams in a 7-year period, there's something wrong somewhere.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's the old breakup line, right? It's not you, it's me.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
It is him. Yeah. Okay.